I don't think a game is officially a game until it's on consoles. And my game has a very huge problem because consoles don't take early access games, and my game has been in early access for like 3 years now, which is actually kinda sad. Now, the reason it's been in early access for so long is because instead of doing things like fixing bugs and improving performance that game developers are supposed to do, I was just spamming new levels one after the other the entire time. But since I'm a completely serious professional game developer and had absolutely no problems adding VR support before, I thought, hey, how hard could it possibly be to add console support? See that? That right there is something called foreshadowing. So the first step to add console support is to order something called dev kits, which are the super secret version of consoles that only developers are allowed to know about. So I can't even show you guys what they look like, but let's just say when I first opened up the box, I thought that someone sent me a pipe bomb for taking too long to update the game. And after I opened them up, they just sat there for a year and a half since I bought them before Part 3 even dropped. Like, they were basically just furniture at this point. Now, my game is meant to be played the good old-fashioned way with a mouse and a keyboard, so I had to set up this controller layout and then loaded it up to try it out, but it was completely broken and all I was doing was just spinning around and then getting stuck whenever I opened up a menu. Now, you might be like me and think that controllers work like this and can tell whenever you move them, but they're actually supposed to work like this because of something called dead zones, which are these magical areas where your controller pretends you're not touching it even when you are, and have different sensitivities based on where your thumbstick is, because otherwise you'd have to keep your controller pointed perfectly straight, because if you moved it even just a tiny little bit to the side, it would make you stop moving forward and just drift sideways instead. So I had to go in and tweak all these numbers until it finally stopped feeling like I was moonwalking through the level. So now that I can move around with a controller, it was finally time to test it on consoles, which should be no big deal since my game is extremely well optimized and how